Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Veronica Virgo and Very Virgoan. This is my first Scorpio reading, and I'm so excited to be doing it for you tonight. I will be reading with the Mythic Tarot, which is now out of print. It's based on the Greek myths. I've had it since 1990, and it is my favorite deck, so I'm going to be reading from that tonight, plus a couple of oracle cards and some tarot dice. Now, tonight I'm going to be reading your career, finances, health, love, and advice. So let's get started. I have been shuffling these. All right, the Five of Cups. Five of Cups for career. So let's take a look at this card. Someone is leaving. I think this is Cupid and Psyche. As you can see, all the cups have been turned over, so sort of like all the emotion has just been exhausted and tapped out, and he's hitting the door, and she's running after him. Please come back. I do want to say that I am speaking in terms of the way these characters are presenting, but I'm not assigning, gender to any one of you. Please we all have masculine and feminine traits in us, and I respect, all genders and all gender expressions. So just know that. But we're thinking in terms of career, and it's almost as if the career that you are in, and you could be either of these people. You could be the person wanting to leave the job or having left a job, or you could be the person who's in a position of power as, say, a manager or a coworker that's like, no, please come back. You're all I had here. You're all that was helping me be happy. But somebody's over it. It feels like there is a certain amount of strife here because it's a job that you once loved, but it's just not serving you anymore. Or, no, I think this is you. I'm sorry. This is just what I'm intuiting. It's time for you to leave a job, or you have left a job. And this is the decision that you had to make. So what comes next for you? Is there some regret here? What are you going to do, Scorpio, to recreate yourself after either a very devastating job loss or exit? I think we need to look at the other cards to kind of get a better idea. Because as we know, career ties in with your finances. Finances, Three of Swords. Hold on just a second. I have to just take a quick look at something here. Okay. So we've got, I'm thinking that you felt like you were being stabbed in the back, although it's in the front. So maybe even worse, like heart stabbed by people you were associated with in this job. There's people that miss you, but you feel like you were abused in that position. I don't know what kind of job this was. Maybe there was a lot of labor involved, or your ideas were stolen, or you had abusive coworkers or bosses, but you feel like you were betrayed, okay? And I'm really sorry that you've gone through that. This is, you were betrayed probably by a female or female presenting coworker, a boss, I'm sorry, because they were in a crown. And somebody that you trusted was right along with them on that. Maybe they're even trying to take your job. Okay? I'm so sorry you're going through this, or that you will go through it in August. Okay? So be prepared if this happens. Oof, my goodness, Scorpio. Queen of Swords. This is for your health. Okay? The Queen of Swords is a harsh mistress. Okay? You have poured so much into this job, and now it's just getting poured out into the ground, right? By this person that you felt betrayed by. You might even be like, and excuse my language, you might just be like, fuck it, I'll pour out the rest. All the cups are empty anyway, so let's pour out the pitcher, right? You got your defenses and your hackles up. You're centered in that seat, and you're like, Nobody's going to take advantage of me again. But what I want you to realize in terms of your health is you got to let some of this go. I think this month is going to be hard for you because you feel so much disappointment. But the Queen of Swords is saying in this loss, you got to be almost cutthroat in terms of carving out space for your well-being. Please don't abuse alcohol as a result of your sadness or your loss. Be strong. Take control of your life. Don't waste it in sorrow, in drinking yourself silly, okay, and getting lost on what you think is wings of pleasure, but they're just going to lead to health problems, okay? It might even lead to something with your stomach, or it could, I don't know, it could affect you if you're a female. Alcohol tends not to have an immediate effect on the female reproductive system, but something's telling me that, this isn't good. You might just end up pissing yourself, okay? Honestly. Take care of yourself in this time. Please, Scorpio, okay? Let's look at love. Oh. Okay, Eight of Swords. Scorpio, August is not your month. And I'm so sorry to say this, but at least I'm getting you prepared, right? Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords here. I feel like maybe you've had friends, family members, people whose advice you've taken in the past kind of saying, you know what, I told you this person wasn't right for you. You know, maybe on some level you were involved with someone you worked with, and maybe that's he let you down. I don't know. But they're kind of doing the I told you so game, and you're like, you know what, talk to the hand. I don't have time for this. Don't tell me my business, okay? You need to tell them to shut the hell up. You know what's going on. You need to make your own decisions. Right now, it's prickly, it's hard. You feel like you got people telling you what to do, and you're saying, I can't take any more of this. I can't take any more of this. So mom or dad or a person I was involved with who tells me I can't get my shit together, friends who said I told you so, I can't hack this anymore. You need to hit the big reset button with your relationships, okay? Because this isn't just about romance. This is about the people that you're surrounding yourself with in work, in finances, in love. You need to put yourself and your health first. Take care of yourself, Scorpio, and maybe drop a few people from your life, quite honestly. That's what I'm feeling with this. It's kind of giving me cold chills. Page of Swords. Man, okay, I have shuffled the fuck out of this deck, okay? But Swords is just where it's at for you this month. One thing about the page is that there is a certain sort of innocence and a new beginning in their experience. I feel like you're taking the experience of resetting your health and taking ownership of your life, and you are expelling that out into something new, something that probably involves creativity, thought, writing, composing, something of that nature, okay? A lot of Scorpios are artists. They're very passionate. So I think you need to take the sword of experience, look a different direction. You're looking away from all this bullshit, and you're creating something new. Take care of yourself and do some writing this month, Scorpio, okay? It's really going to help you through this sack of shit. Cup of shit, right? All right. So I have a deck here. It's all about crystals, and it is telling you to stay positive. with apophyllite. Now, you can go buy yourself some of this at your local occult store and carry it with you. And every time you start feeling down and out, look at all the grays here. Yeah, this is great. This is a perfect stone for you. You're reclaiming it, forging it into that sword, forging it into that sort of experience. And you're staying positive. Don't let it get you down. Every time you start to, just hold that stone. Hold that stone and remember, okay? You're going to blow it out of the water. You're going to change it up. If you are a witch, or if you are at all interested in practicing witchcraft, I know that you can't see these cards completely, and I apologize for that. That's why I try to show them to the camera. I'm going to change this up soon where it's a little easier to see the cards. I'm sorry I interrupted myself. If you're a witch or if you're interested in spell casting, I am pulling a spell casting card for you, and I will read you the spell. But the card that I pulled for you is family, which is kind of interesting because you might have people butting into your business, but at the same time, these could be friends, these could be lovers, these could be, maybe you need to give some of your family members a call. Renew some of that relationship and know that maybe they got your back. You know, we all got our problems with our immediate families, but sometimes we need to stop and appreciate that they're not always going to be with us. So stay positive. And Dad's really in the foreground here, so I'm kind of feeling Dad here. Sometimes dads will surprise you on their wiseness about love, even though of the generation of my dads, which is boomers, they don't have much to say, but sometimes they'll surprise you with a little wise saying. But let me give you the spell, and you are more than welcome to play it while you do the spell so that you have me saying the incantation, or you can jot it down and do it yourself. Face the full moon on a Monday at midnight. I like that. It reminds me of Twin Peaks. Hold an acorn in your hand and say, "Magic moon shining bright, empower my fruitfulness tonight. Ideas conceived growing strong, pregnant wishes won't be long. Acorn seeds within the earth, productiveness assists the birth. Keep positive, forget all strife. New beginnings brings new life." Now this is funny. I actually pulled up fertility, not family. I don't think that was an accident. Yeah, I skipped a page. We're going to stick with fertility because you know what? You're breathing new life into something. I don't care that it was an error. I think it was an on-purpose error, and it was synchronicity. Plant the acorn in the earth under the full moon and say, "Gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be." The further magical meanings of this, a long-awaited pregnancy is confirmed. You know why I told you don't drink? Scorpio, if you're trying to get pregnant, or if you're even thinking about getting pregnant, that's why I'm telling you, and that's why this came up. Don't be drinking. Don't be drinking this month, especially if you want to be pregnant. A birth is announced. Acknowledge your ideas. Acknowledge your ideas. A new venture is successful. Your hard work is paid off. It's time to celebrate. Now that's interesting because you're going through all this bullshit here at the beginning. But maybe that's exactly what you need to give birth to a new beginning, whether that's through literal birth or ideas. It's up to you, and every Scorpio is going to be different, but I still think these things apply to you, okay? Let's do some tarot dice. Okay, we've got the moon, the number 6, Aries, and the number 8. So here's what I'm thinking. Somebody you know was born in 68 or 86. That could be yourself. Somebody in this whole mishmash is an Aries, or you have Aries in your chart. Maybe it's in your rising, maybe it's in your moon sign. Since Aries and moon come up together, that's what I'm thinking. Aries, moon, Scorpio, sun. You really need to listen to these messages. And especially if you're born in 68 or 86, watch this again. Call your dad. Get some apophyllite. Do the fertility spell, even though I was supposed to be reading for family. Cut back or don't drink. And don't let this setback get you down, because there is so much more to come. Stay positive. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much. See you soon.